On Saturday, we get our first look at Coach Prime running out to Folsom Field in front of possibly a sold-out crowd. The excitement and anticipation is high as fans and haters will get their first glimpse at what the Colorado Buffaloes will look like on offense and defense. So let's bring on coaching insider Jesse Simonton. Jesse, there's been a lot of turnover in Boulder. Colorado has taken 26 transfers, and they might not be done yet. The portal just opened Saturday, and Coach Prime ain't hard to find. He had this to say this week: the team that we're playing with now is not the team that we're going to be playing with in Texas the first game. Jesse, now that spring practice come to an end, do you get a sense Deion is going to once again try to overhaul this roster?
The roster reckoning is not done in Boulder. There's going to be more attrition. They still have too many scholarships and not enough openings to fill. And so Deion's going to continue to call that thing. There's going to be guys leaving and guys coming in before they play TCU in week 1.
So what are the biggest needs that you think Deion needs to address in the second go-around with the transfer portal?
Well, you talked about it. 26 guys already in. And they've added some nice pieces. Obviously, Deion Sanders, his son, quarterback. You've got a guy like Travis Hunter. They've brought in some other really nice pieces from places like Arkansas, Florida, Michigan, Clemson, Alabama, West Virginia. I mean, these are potential starters from a bunch of Power 5 programs. And yet, this is a Colorado team that went 1-11. They lost their last 4 games by an average of 6 touchdowns, 42 points, Josh. You can't plug all those holes even with 26 guys. And so they really need to continue to, I think, mine the portal for defensive line and offensive line help. Now, offensive line is the toughest position because everybody needs them, and there's only a couple guys in. But when you average 3.3 yards per carry, I think you need some more beef up front. And when you only, have 9 sacks last in the Pac-12 and give up, 40 some odd points a game, you need more defensive line help. So
they got to
clear
address
the areas
trenches
of need for them.
All right, Colorado fans, before I ask Jesse about his expectations for the spring game, let's go. Hit that subscribe button for me right now. Subscribe to the On3 YouTube page. I'd appreciate it. All right, Jesse, this weekend, the spring game, what do you think the expectation should be for Colorado fans heading into Saturday's game?
Well, you're right. I mean, this program was dormant, and it has been awoken by the spirit, and pizzazz of primetime. And so I think there's going to be that natural excitement, but expectations should be tempered. What does Sean Lewis's offense look like? No one really knows how that's going to mesh with a guy like Deion Sanders. How does that offensive line? Lewis brought several guys with him from Kent State. Do those guys look like potential Power 5 offensive linemen, or do they once again need to go portal hunting for a couple more bodies? How does some of these other transfers, a guy like Jordan Dominic from Arkansas, edge guy, can he potentially provide some, pass rush presence off the edge? So I think it's, not making rash reactions or overreactions to what you see, good or bad. It's more of, okay, this is an evaluation standpoint. It's one data point out of 15. Deion's going to do the same thing. This is what we look like. This is what I think we need to do. And he's made it clear, hope is in the house, but we're going to bring more hope by, basically bringing more dudes to Colorado.
Yeah, hope is in the house, but realistically, how much can he upgrade the roster in the second portal?
I mean, he only has so many spots, so it really does depend on how many more guys I think, end up leaving the program. Because right now they're over that 85 scholarship limit. So his hands are tied a little bit. But again, there will be more attrition. And so I would expect him to probably add another 5 at least guys, from the portal. That would make their overall roster basically look about 70% different than it did a year ago. And obviously that's needed when, you went 1-11 and you haven't made a bowl game since 2016. So going to be a very different looking team, whether it's today or week 1 against TCU than they were in 2022.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. Sold out Saturday spring game in Boulder, Colorado. Hey, just the first one for Deion, so let's temper the expectations. It's still a work in progress. Jesse, thanks for stopping by Coach's Corner today.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for me, and remember to check out all the videos on the On3 YouTube page.